Good morning, everyone. 12th class accountancy, chapter 4. Yesterday we started with accounting ratios, part 3. And I told you about the meaning, objectives, limitations of ratio. And today we will be doing, and I also told the bifurcation or the different categories of the ratio, in which I told you 4 types of ratios are there. Which 4 type? Liquidity ratio, solvency ratios, profitability ratios, and turnover ratios. These 4 types I told you, and out of those 4 we started. Out of those 4 we started with the liquidity ratios. I told you that liquidity ratios means the ratios which will be helping us to find out whether the business is able to pay out its current liabilities on time or not. Liquidity position means cash availability of the business. Okay, so I told you the current ratio only yesterday. We did 1 or 2 examples of current ratio. Current ratio is equal to current assets upon current liabilities, and we discussed how to find out the current ratio, current assets and current liabilities. So today I have prepared one balance sheet for you, as we have already done this balance sheet but in vertical form. So here I have made this balance sheet in again the horizontal form, because you people are very much more aware than the horizontal form. So this balance sheet, by doing just this balance sheet, you will be able to find out each and every hidden figure. You need not to memorize the different formulas to find out the different accounting variables. Okay, so here I have shown the complete balance sheet. One side is, earlier we were writing only liabilities. Why? Because earlier we were making balance sheet of sole proprietor. But now this is the balance sheet of company. So here I have written, you all can see equity and liability. And under this equity and liability, just I'm first explaining the balance sheet for the better understanding of the different formulas. Then I'll be telling you how the hidden figure can be find out just by keeping in mind one balance sheet. No need to learn the different formulas. Okay. So in equity and liability, there are 3 major heads, which I told you earlier. There are 4 major heads, but the share application money pending on allotment, we will be not doing for ratios point of view. So basically here there are 3 heads in equity and liability. Shareholder fund. And under shareholder fund, only 2 heads are there. I have left all those items. I have left all those items which are non-evaluative topic. Many times I told you that this is a non-evaluative topic. So I have left all those items which are non-evaluative topics. Students, am I audible? Please give me your answer. Am I audible? Okay. So, okay, students, I got my answer. So actually Mitali was saying that I am not audible. That's why I have asked. So in balance sheet, in equity and liability side, 3 major heads are there. Side by side, you can make this balance sheet. You keep on listening and draw the balance sheet so that you can have this balance sheet after the class too. So share capital and reserve and surplus. So remember that here I have deleted all the non-evaluative topic from the format of the balance sheet. So this is the balance sheet for ratio analysis only. Okay. So this is the balance sheet for ratio analysis only. So share capital is equal, shareholder fund is equal to share capital plus reserve and surplus. Okay. Second major head, non-current liability. And you have to learn all the alternate names which I'll be telling. But because in numerical question, any alternate name can be given. So non-current liability, the alternate name is debt. Debt. Non-current liability, the alternate name is debt. So earlier we were studying 4 subheads. Now from ratios point of view, in non-current liability, only 2 things will be included. Which 2 things? Which 2 things? Long-term borrowings and long-term provision. Long-term borrowings and long-term provisions. Okay, so this is non-current liability. Now current liability. In current liability, all the four subheads: short-term borrowings, trade payables, other current liability, and short-term provisions. Examples you all know. In chapter 1 we have already done. And one more thing is this: then whenever in the question total debt is given, total debt means non-current liability plus current liability. And why we have given the heading equity and liability? Because shareholder fund represents equity. Equity means owner's fund, and liabilities represent borrowed fund. And as we all know that for getting the funds in business, there are two sources: owned fund and borrowed fund. So shareholder represents owned fund, and non-current liability plus current liability represents borrowed fund, which is also known as total debt. So if in a question total debt is given, it means it is the addition of non-current liability plus current liability. And if only debt is given, only debt, total word is not given with it, then it means only the non-current liability, long-term borrowing and long-term provision. So this will be the total of the balance sheet of equity and liability side: shareholder fund, non-current liability, current liability. And you all know that total of one side in a balance sheet is always equal to the total of another side. Okay. In the second side, we always show assets. So assets, non-current asset and current asset. These two are the two major heads: non-current asset, current asset. Further, in non-current assets, we will be considering only two subheads, not all the 4-5 subheads. Here, two heads will be, subheads will be considered: fixed assets. Fixed assets further divided in two parts: tangible and intangible, then non-current investment. Other fixed assets, other non-current assets will not be considered for ratios point of view. Okay, non-current asset, two subheads: fixed asset, non-current investment. Fixed asset further divided in two parts: tangible and intangible. Then the second major head, current asset. Current asset, we will include all the current assets which we have earlier studied in chapter 1. Okay, which current assets? Current investments. CI means current investment. Inventories, trade receivable, cash and cash equivalent, short-term loans and advances, and other current assets. These are the 6 subheads of current assets. So total of the balance sheet will remain same. Okay, so if one side total is given, total assets are given, and you have to find out the other hand side of any one item, then easily you can find out by using the balance sheet format. Just draw a rough balance sheet. Need not to use any formula. Just draw a rough balance sheet and put all the figures whichever is given in the question, and you will be able to find out the not figure which is not given. Suppose total of the asset is given and non-current assets and non-current investments are given, then easily you can find out current asset. How? Total of the assets, suppose 5 lakh, non-current assets are given 7 lakh. Then what you have to do? Simply 10 lakhs of the total of the asset minus 7 lakh non-current asset, so the balance 3 lakh will be the current asset. So by just using the accounting equations, you can find out the all answers to your all questions. Okay, so I think I am clear. Now I'll be going to explain some formulas on the basis of the balance sheet. So total assets are equal to non-current assets plus non-current assets. Total liabilities, internal and external, are equal to non-current liability plus current liability. Students, here I want to tell you one thing, that whenever I'm taking class here, I'm taking 2-3 time attendance. So some students join in the beginning and leave in between of the class or after 10 minutes. So I am not giving any credit to them for attendance, or any mark will be given to them. The students who are with me for the whole of the 40 minutes, they are listening me and they are giving answers, only those students will be given attendance or the assignment marks or any other things. So make sure when you have joined the class, be in the class for the complete 40 or 45 minutes. Otherwise, you will not be given any attendance for the whole of the time of my class. I am keeping a watch on your names and your attendance, that who are joining and who are leaving. So all those who have left the class will not be able to join back, as I have locked the class after the 5 minutes of class. Okay. So total assets, non-current asset plus current asset, then total of equity and liability, total liabilities or total debt is equal to non-current liability plus current liability. Then total equity and liability is equal to always total assets. These are the two sides of the balance sheet. Suppose we have to find out current liability. All the other items of the balance sheet are given and we have to find out current liability. So what can be the formula to find out current liability? All the other heads of the balance sheet are given. Just write the formula fast. All the other heads of balance sheet are given and total assets are also given. Total assets are given and you have to find out current liability. Rest of the heads are also given, only current liability is not given. Then how you will be finding out current liability? Yes. Yes, students. Am I audible, students? Am I audible? Okay. Then find out how you will be able to find out the current liability, please. Yes, very good, Anmol. Equity and liability minus, yes, non-current liability. No, equity and liability total is not given. Total asset is total given. Total assets, yes, yes, very good, Shubhangi. Assets का total liability के भी equal होगा. Very good. So total assets or total equity and liability minus shareholder funds. Shareholder funds will be also deducted. Anmol, you have written only non-current liability minus shareholder funds and minus non-current liability. Yes, total liability minus non-current liability. But Varun, here total liability is not given in the question. I have told you that only the total assets are given. Total assets are given and how you will be able to find out current liability. Total assets minus shareholder fund minus non-current liabilities. Okay. So similarly, the other formulas you can make. So my purpose is here just to tell you that need not to cram the formulas. Just by this balance sheet only, you will be able to make the formulas. Okay. So current liability will be equal to total assets minus shareholder funds minus non-current liability. Shareholder fund, if you want to find out shareholder fund, then it will be total assets minus non-current liability minus current liabilities. Then non-current liability means whatever thing is not given, you have to just interchange the side of that particular thing and use the equation, mathematical equation, and find out the unknown figure. Okay, so total assets minus shareholder fund minus current liability. If non-current assets we have to find out, and the total assets are given or the total liabilities are given, it don't make any difference because both are same. So we can here also write out total equity and liability slash total assets, whatever is given, minus current assets. Current assets, total equity and liability minus non-current asset. Total debt, I told you earlier, non-current liability plus current liability. Current liability, if total debt is given and we have to find out current liability, then total debt minus non-current liability. In non-current liability or debt, debt means only the non-current liability and total debt means non-current plus current, total debt minus current liability. And one more formula, working capital. In some time in question, working capital must be given. So in that question, working capital means current assets minus current liabilities. Current assets, you all know, current liabilities, you all know by adding all the subheads. Then working capital, suppose out of these three, two are given, working capital is given and current assets are given, then easily you can find out the current liabilities. Okay, so similarly we can also do the interchanging of side and we can find out. So this is example number 3. Current assets 4 lakh, inventories 2 lakh, working capital 2 lakh 40,000. Calculate current ratio. Students, as I told you earlier, that first of all you have to write the formula. That is current assets upon current liabilities. Now we have current assets in our question. It is given. But current liabilities are not given. So to find out current liabilities, we have to use the above formula, which I told you. Working capital is equal to current assets minus current liabilities. Okay, so you, out of these three variables, you already have two variables. Working capital you have, current assets you have. So what to do? Just put the values in the formula and do the interchanging of sides, and you will be able to find out the value of current liabilities. So working capital is equal to current assets minus current liabilities. Interchange the sides. Current liabilities are equal to current assets minus working capital. So the current liabilities is equal to 1,60,000. So now here inventory is given. So that is an extra item, need not to do anything, because when we have considered current asset, means it's a whole concept. Whole concept means all the subheads of current assets are already included in it. No need to include any subhead of current asset individually when the total of the current asset or current liability is given. So it will be of no use. Now current liability has come 1,60,000. So the answer will be 4 lakh upon 1,60,000, which is equal to 2.5 is to 1. So students, you if the answer is coming in points, then make sure you are finding answer for up to 2 decimal place. Okay, up to 2 decimal place. Now example number 4, I am giving you just 2 minutes. Solve it fast. Example number 4, where current assets are given 5,25,000. Just give me answer on private chat. Current assets are given 5,25,000. Inventories 2 lakh, includes loose tool 75,000. In inventory 75,000 of loose tools. And yesterday I told you that while calculating current assets, yesterday I told you that while calculating current assets, loose tool will not be considered. Okay, it means if they are added, we have to subtract it. Working capital is given 2,25,000. Calculate current ratio. Give me your answer fast in private chat. Please give me answer privately. I have given you 2 minutes to solve. It's very much easy question. Write the formula. Find out current assets, current liabilities by using working capital formula. Current assets are always already given. So you have to just find out current liabilities by using the working capital formula fast. Okay. Adit has given me answer. Very good students. Jatin has given me answer. Khushi, Adit, Anushka, Jatin best. But different answers are coming. That students, I told you that loose tools will be deducted because in inventory, loose tools are included and inventories must be included in current asset. So it means loose tools are already added in current asset. So to find out the current assets, we have to deduct loose tools. Here I am showing the answer. Just tell me where you have done wrong. Current ratio, current assets upon current liabilities, which is equal to 4,50,000 upon 3 lakh. The answer is 1.5 is to 1, which is correct. Anmol has given me correct answer. And Harshita has also given me correct answer, but beta you are writing 3:2. Always write the ratios in lowest form. 3:2 is equal to 1.5:1. So what mistake you have done? Just check it out. Working capital. Again, I have given you the formula for working capital: current assets minus current liabilities. So current liabilities we can find out by using current assets minus current liabilities. So current assets 5,25,000. I think some people must have deducted 75,000 from this current asset. Actually, the current assets are 5,25,000. You will be not deducting loose tool here. You will be deducting the loose tool when you are going to put the current asset in formula. I think most of you have committed this mistake. Okay, so 5,25,000 minus 225, which is the working capital. So the current liabilities are 3 lakh. Okay, now current assets for the current ratio, not the actual current asset. For current ratio, current assets equal to current asset minus loose tool. So current assets 525, loose tool 75, which is equal to 4,50,000. So now put the values in the formula: 4,50,000 upon 3 lakh, which is equal to 1.5:1. And remember that every time you have to write the answer in ratios in lowest term. Yes, Harshdeep is writing inventories minus nahi ki. You need not to minus the inventories because that is the part of current asset. But try to understand that in inventories, loose tools are there. And I'm telling you the logic here why we are deducting loose tools. Because I told you earlier that loose tools means the tools which are having a very low value. That's why we are considering in current assets like hammer, plier, screwdriver, and these tools will be serving us for a longer period. So in current assets, we are including only those current assets which are convertible in cash. Loose tools we are not going to sell in market. That's why while finding out current ratio, we will be deducting loose tools from the current assets, but not for any other thing, just to put it on in the formula. While calculating current liabilities, you will be using the total of the current assets including loose tools. Okay, so now the next question, if you people are not able to see, I am dictating the question. Write out fast. Trade payables 50,000, TP, you can write TP 50,000, working capital 18 lakh, working capital 18 lakh, current liabilities 6 lakh, trade payable 50,000, working capital 18 lakh, current liabilities 6 lakh. Calculate current ratio. Find out fast. Current liabilities are given whole concept. Trade payable is also given as individual concept. Yes, please give me answer in private. Yes, very good, Anmol. I am expecting some more answer. Khushi, correct answer, very good. Do fast, beta. This is not a physical class, it's a virtual classroom, so we don't have much time. Akash, correct answer. Adit, very good, correct answer. Anushka Kothari, again correct answer. So have you people done anything with trade people? Trade payable. Have you done anything? Have you added it or subtracted it? Trade payables. All of those who have given me answer, have you added trade payable or subtracted it? Harshdeep, correct answer. Yes, Anmol. No. So I just want to make one thing clear that whenever any whole concept is given, yes, Anirudh Gupta is saying that added in current liabilities. You need not to add it in current liability. It is already added in current liability. I told you earlier also, whenever current liability word is given. So current liability means the whole concept which you need in the question. So need not to make any change in it, need not to add anything, need not to subtract anything. Okay, but when current assets are given and loose tools are separately given, then always you have to deduct the loose tool. Why? Because in current assets, inventory must be added, and in inventory, loose tool must be added. So we have to deduct loose tool. Okay, now I'm showing the answer. Answer is 4 is to 1. Answer is 4 is to 1. Very good students. Varun, Anushka. Anushka Bansal, you have done something wrong, I think. Okay, so current ratio is equal to, yes, Khushi is writing me, कुछ भी नहीं किया regarding trade payables you are writing, I think, yes, कुछ भी नहीं करना है to trade payables. Why? Because it is individual concept and current liability is a whole concept. Whenever total is given, then we have to always consider total. Yes, Anushka, what mistake you was doing? Anushka Bansal, which mistake you were doing? I have unmuted you. Tell me, please. Earlier, which mistake you had done?
मैम टाइपिंग मिस्टेक हो गई थी 4:1 ही था आंसर
ओके 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 ठीक है ओके बेटा सो वर्किंग कैपिटल करंट एसेट माइनस करंट लायबिलिटी we all know current assets are given current liability plus working capital by changing the side interchanging the sides the current assets are equal to 24 lakh now putting the value the answer is 4 is to 1 now next question yes fast giving 2 minutes working capital 9 lakh total assets 45 lakh total asset non-current assets 33 lakh total assets are given and non-current assets are given so easily you can find out current assets yes Anmol very fast very good working capital 9 lakh yes Siddharth Anmol Siddharth Harshdeep your answer is incorrect please check your answer yes Anshika you have done it correctly very good Khushi correct answer yes Adit your answer is correct but you cannot write in fraction form write in pure ratio form that is write it in pure ratio form Adit yes very good Adit Harshita correct answer Varun Bhatia very good keep it up Varun Bhatia then Ayush Agarwal very good Akash Akash is also doing questions rightly I am glad to see this thing very good Toshit, Anushka Kothari, yes, all of you people are giving me correct answer. I think you are very much familiar with this type of questions. So working capital is 9 lakh, total assets 45 lakh. How you will be able to find out current assets? Total assets minus non-current assets will be equal to total assets minus non-current assets will be equal to current assets. That is equal to 12 lakh. Then find out the working current liability again, and you will be able to find out the answer, which is so now this question. Try to solve example number 8, not 7. This type question you have done. So example number 8, current ratio is 2.5. So let me clear you one thing here that current ratio is 2.5 means current assets are 2.5 times of current liabilities. Current assets are 2.5 times of current liability and working. So assume current liability X and current assets will become 2.5x and put the values in the working capital formula that is the current assets minus current liabilities. You will be able to find out the value of X. So I have explained the method. Just put the values. Current ratio 2.5, working capital 60,000. Calculate the amount of current assets and current liabilities. Just do it mathematically. Take the value of current liability X. Then current ratio 2.5 means it's not 2.5, it's 2.5 is to 1. So whenever current ratio is given like in this manner 2.5, it means 2.5 is to 1. It means if current liability is 1, then the current assets are 2.5. or if we are taking current liabilities as X, then the current assets will become 2.5x. So you have to just find out the value of X. Yes, students, find out the value of X. Yes, Mitali, you have given me correct answer. Very good, Mitali. Then Anshika Sharma, not correct, Anshika Sharma. Then yes, Anmol, you have also done correct. Siddharth, correct. Ayush, correct. Anushk, correct. Very good. Anushk, you have given me the value of current liability. In question, current assets are also asked. So multiply the value of X by 2.5. Then you will be getting the value of current assets. Yes, Anushka Bansal, Varun Bhatia. Just try to solve all the question in your notebooks. Otherwise, you people will not be able to solve it later on. Yes, very good, Anush. The answer of current asset is 1 lakh and the current liabilities are 40,000. Please try, everyone, because otherwise the topic will become difficult for you. So current ratio is 2.5, working capital is 60. So current ratio, current assets 2.5 into current liability. You can do in this manner, or what you can do, you can take the value of current liability as X. Okay, current liability X, current assets 2.5x, working capital we all know, current assets minus current liability. So the value of current asset here is 2.5x and the current liability X, which is equal to 60,000. Now find out the value of X, which is equal to 40,000. So if X is 40,000, then the 2.5x will be 1 lakh. Now the next question, write down. Working capital 7,20,000. Working capital 7,20,000. Trade payables 40,000. Other current liabilities 2 lakh. Calculate current ratio. So here working capital is given and two parts of current liabilities are given. Current liability as a whole concept is not given. Two parts are given individually. So find out current liabilities. You have to add up the individual parts. You have to add up the individual parts. Very good. Yes, Anshika, very good. Current liability. Then, yes, very good. Current assets. Yes, Anushk, Gun, Siddharth. Yes, you are giving me correct answer. Jatin, you have correctly find out current assets. Yes, Anmol, Ayush. Yes, very good, everyone. Siddharth, good. You have also find out the current assets correctly. Anshika Sharma, correct answer. Yes. So now I'm showing the answer. You can check that earlier we were doing the question that where the whole concept was given. But what is changed in this question? In this whole concept is not given. We need either current asset or current liability. Working capital is already given. So here for current liability, two individual concepts are given. Which two concepts? Trade payable and other current liability. So to find out current liability, we will be adding trade payables and other current liability. So total is 240. Now by using the formula of working capital, find out current assets. Current assets will be equal to, by interchanging the sides, 720 plus 240. Thira, you have subtracted, I think. To find out the current liability, subtraction will be there. To find out the current asset, addition will be there. Interchange the sides. You have wrongly interchanged the sides. So correct it. Yes. So working capital plus current liabilities is equal to 9,60,000. This is the value of current assets. So now put the values in the formula. 960 upon 240, which is equal to 4:1. Okay, one last question, students. Please try this question, everyone, to check whether you people have understood the concept or not. Working capital 1,50,000. Total liabilities other than shareholder fund. It means Shareholder funds are not included here. This is the total debt. Total liabilities means total debt, which means non-current liability plus current liability. 3,25,000. The long-term debt is given 2,50,000. Long-term debt is given, which is 2,50,000. I'm giving you again 2 minutes. Only 1 minute you people have. Actually, class is going to complete. We are running of time. So give me the answer. Working capital 150. Total liabilities. Total liabilities means total debt, which means non-current liability plus current liability. Non-current liability plus current liability. Okay. So many have given me correct answer. Good speed, students. Anmol, Harshdeep, Gun, Jatin, Anshika Sharma. Yes, Anushk, you have given me current assets only. That is correct. Adit, Gurnoor, Khushi, Ayush, Mitali, Anirudh, and Anushka. Everyone has given me correct answer. How to solve this question? I have not given your solution, so I am telling you that current ratio is equal to current assets upon current liabilities. And current liabilities, you can find out current liabilities, total liabilities minus non-current liabilities. In what about non-current liabilities? Long-term debts are given. That is equal to 250. So 325 minus 250 equal to 75. And current, now working capital is given. So put the value in formula.